Good evening. I'm Joel Miller, Chair of the Board of Trustees at Northwest State Community College. On behalf of my fellow trustees, I now declare this 50th annual commencement to be in session. I'd now like to call to the podium Dr. Michael Thompson, the 7th President of Northwest State Community College.
Thank you, Chairman Miller. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us this evening. And I would first like to recognize the Northwest State Community College Board of Trustees. Chair Joel Miller, who you just met, represents Henry County, along with Ron Ernstberger. Now representing Defiance County is John Breidenball and Laura Howe. Van Wert County is represented by Scott Mull, and Fulton County is represented by Sandy Barber. Representing Paulding County is both Sue Dirk and Lisa McClure. And finally, Jeff Erb represents Williams County. Next, I would also like to recognize the heart and the soul of this institution, our faculty. They provide transformative learning environments as well as care and support for our students. You know, no one completes a college degree alone. For every graduate, there are supporting family and friends who help our students overcome the incredible barriers they face to reach their educational goal, like graduation. Please take time to thank family members and friends, graduates. Thank them for their help. And for them I speak to directly, thank you. To our graduates, on behalf of a very grateful Northwest State Community College, I commend you for your dedication and persistence that has led to this remarkable achievement. You've balanced work, family, civic, and many other obligations in order to complete your educational certificate or degree. To our community who would be watching this event today, Northwest State provides a safe place where our students' hopes and dreams can lead to a better life. We know that the degrees and certificates earned today represent far more than educational milestones. A Northwest State education helps our students reach other goals, including family-sustaining wages and civic engagement. The reason we call today's ceremony a commencement is because it marks the beginning of a new chapter in our students' lives, one filled with hope, one filled with potential. You know, we've celebrated 50 years, and upon reflection, we remain resolute in our mission to provide an excellent yet accessible and affordable education that improves the lives of individuals and strengthens our communities. It is student by student, then family by family, then community by community. We help Northwest Ohio maintain the high quality of life that we all enjoy together, keeping it a great place to live, to work, and to play. Each year, the Commencement Committee is given the challenge of choosing the recipient of the President's Outstanding Student Award. This year, the decision was especially difficult as faculty nominated several strong candidates. This year's recipient is graduating today, magna cum laude, with an Associate of Applied Science degree in Maintenance Technician, Mechatronics. He has already been awarded multiple certificates and plans to potentially continue on to his bachelor's degree. He is an avid fisherman, motorcyclist, and member of the Sons of the American Legion. He credits faculty members Josh Verhoff and Colin Doolittle as the individualized attention he received in his academic interests. Please join me in congratulating the President's outstanding student, Michael Borton. Now, please welcome Vice President Lana Snyder. She is the Vice President for Enrollment Management and Student Affairs, and she will provide us today with a snapshot of the graduating class. Thank you.
I would like to extend my congratulations to the graduates. Today, your family, friends, and college community have gathered virtually to celebrate your achievements with you. So who makes up the class of Fall 2020? The class has 118 graduates. 80% of the graduating class lives in the 6-county area of Defiance, Fulton, Henry, Paulding, Van Wert, and Williams counties. The average age of the class is 27. Several graduates are members of honor societies, including Kappa Beta Delta, Phi Theta Kappa, and Alpha Delta Nu. The grade point average of the class is 3.4. Tonight, a total of 126 awards, 89 associate degrees, and 37 certificates will be awarded to our 118 graduates. Degrees and certificates will be awarded to 4 graduates in arts and sciences, 22 graduates in business and public services, 34 graduates in STEM and industrial technologies, and 51 graduates in nursing and allied health. It is now my honor to introduce our commencement speaker, Ms. Carrie Schlade. Ms. Schlade began her term on January 1st, 2019, as the City of Bryan's first female mayor. She has a background in paralegal work, community volunteering, and managing local political campaigns. Prior to being elected mayor, Ms. Schlade served on Bryan City Council for 2 years. She is a graduate of Ayersville High School and Northwest State Community College. Her past memberships include Bryan Schools Parent-Teacher Organization, Bryan Planning and Zoning Commission, Bryan Community Reinvestment Area Board, and the Bryan Civic League. She is a past president of the Bryan Soccer Association and is also a member of the Junior Achievement of Williams County Board. Ms. Schlade is married to Dr. Joshua Slade, and they have 3 children. Please welcome Mayor Carrie Schlade.
Thank you, Lana Snyder, for the introduction. Dr. Dan Berklow, Vice President of Academics, along with Jim Bellamy, for the invitation to address the graduates, and Dr. Michael Thompson, President of Northwest State Community College. But most importantly, thank you, graduates, for allowing me to speak to you today in the season of celebrating your accomplishments. Whether you find yourself sitting in the dining room with your family or jumping on a Zoom call and watching this ceremony with some of your closest classmates, I do recommend you share this accomplishment and graduation ceremony with others. 20 years later, I do not remember who the keynote speaker was for my graduation, but I do remember sitting by some of my closest classmates, my parents in the audience watching the ceremony, and then rushing home to see my brother in his tux for his senior prom. What you make of this virtual ceremony is up to you, but do take time to honor your accomplishments and acknowledge the time you have given to improve your future. My Northwest State journey started like many others. After high school, I knew I did not want to incur a lot of debt, but I did want to become a paralegal. I also knew procuring a bachelor's degree would only be beneficial with regards to wage if I was willing to move to a larger city. I love Northwest Ohio. I love being close to my family and friends, and so I decided to start at Northwest State and go from there. I attended classes with someone whose parents ran a restaurant in downtown Bryan. I had a professor who reserved the law library for us to research legal writing and revised code in Bryan's historic downtown courthouse. These 2 things allowed me to see Bryan from a bird's eye view, and I fell in love with the downtown. I started waitressing as a favor to that classmate and in turn met my husband. I was the waitress and he was the cute guy at the end of the bar. After completing my associate's degree, I printed off my resume and I drove to every law firm in the 5-county area. I had a job by the end of the week. I eventually moved to a Bryan law firm. The cute guy at the end of the bar became my husband of 18 years, and today we are raising 3 awesome teenagers. When our youngest was born, we decided it was time for me to stay at home with the kids full time. I did not have any guilt of this because I did not have any college debt, and also during that time, I gained a love for volunteerism. I want to talk a little bit about the qualities I feel lead to success, with or without the challenges of a pandemic. Show up on time and be ready to work. Volunteer somewhere within your community. Volunteers are the single most important asset to achieving a community worth working, living, and playing in. Take some personal responsibility on how your community stacks up to these measures. Honestly, volunteering offers so much personal reward and satisfaction in a job well done. That alone should be enough to encourage you to give freely of yourself to others. Never stop learning. Even if you don't add to your degree, take a class here once in a while that will expand your understanding of your profession. Read anything and everything all the time. You must never stop trying to adapt to changes and grow as a person through education. Never let anyone tell you you cannot do something. At the age of 38, I was elected Bryan's first female mayor. I work hard every day managing the day-to-day operations of over 100 employees and am the community's biggest cheerleader. My day-to-day regularly consists of human resource concerns, economic development, community resources and development, monitoring aging equipment, legal review, and the list goes on. And I do my job and give myself to the Bryan community without complaint or pause. Don't be afraid of failure. Listen to me when I say this again. Do not be afraid to fail. It is with courage and understanding that taking risks that sometimes lead to failure will ultimately lead you to succeed as a person. Failure makes you uncomfortable, but taking measured, calculated risks are sometimes the most rewarding successes you will have in life. Surround yourself with people who are smarter and braver than you in your personal and professional life. Do not allow yourself to live in an echo chamber. Be bold in who you are, but do not burn bridges. I know when I was younger, it was easier to fault someone else for my discomfort or lack of understanding. Today, I have so many real connections with community members, leaders, and elected officials across the state that I value because we all bring things to the table for our communities. Be kind, but don't let anyone back you into a corner. I think the most effective way to do a job is with a positive attitude and a dash of humility. I also know there are people you will come across in your life that will do what they can to steal your joy. Don't allow it. Do not stand quietly back and let people run you down. Your character, at the end of the day, is the most important quality you have. Do not allow anyone to unjustly tarnish that. The pandemic has caused change in many areas of our life, including your education. You have risen through those hardships and earned your degree. You should take a breath, be proud, and relish in your accomplishments. Class of 2020, I wish you nothing but success as you go forward in life. You have already proven adversity cannot stand in your way. Much congratulations and best wishes to you all.
Thank you, Mayor Slade, for your inspiring remarks. Good evening to each of you watching tonight. I am Dr. Dan Burklow, Vice President of Academics, and it is my honor to present the candidates for graduation. In a live commencement ceremony, students would be asked to now stand, and faculty would be asked to stand and face the graduates. I ask that you envision this, as I can assure you that while we're not all in the same place tonight, the faculty, the staff, administration of NSCC are all with you virtually and are so very proud of the accomplishments of the class of fall 2020. President Thompson, upon recommendation of the faculty and in concurrence with the academic deans, I am pleased to present to you the students who have fulfilled the requirements for their certificates and degrees, which include the Associate of Arts, the Associate of Science, Associate of Applied Business, Associate of Applied Science, and the Associate of Technical Studies.
Vice President Berklow, I commend you and your faculty for the outstanding job that you have done in preparing our students for this very moment. I wholeheartedly agree with your recommendation. Now, graduates, by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I now award to you the Northwest State Community College degree and/or certificate, together with all the rights, privileges, honors, and responsibilities therein.
Graduates, it is at this time when you are asked to move the tassel of your mortarboard from the right side to the left. This symbolizes your transformation from a candidate to a graduate. As I envision you doing this, please let me be the first of many to congratulate you as an official Northwest State graduate. At this time, will the Executive Vice President, Todd Hernandez, please come to the podium to recognize those individuals for Emeritus status.
Good evening. Allow me to first express my congratulations to the graduates. You have worked very hard to get to this day, and we are all very proud of you. Each fall, the Board of Trustees honors individuals that were recently awarded Emeritus status. Emeritus status is an honorary title awarded for distinguished service to the academic community. The Board of Trustees bestows the title on a faculty member, administrator, staff, or trustee who has permanently retired from Northwest State Community College and who has served the college, community, and profession with distinction. Our first recipient is Mr. Steve Dick. Steve served as a faculty member in the Industrial Technologies from 2003 until his retirement in 2014. He was instrumental in the joint venture between Four County Career Center and Northwest State for high school students to earn college credit by taking industrial fluid power courses. Some of these students participated in national competitions, including the Skills USA Championship in Kansas City for a mechatronics competition where they won first place. His nominator said this about Steve: his students excelled because he encouraged his students to think outside the box. He would tell them, "You're not a parts changer, you're a troubleshooter." He has served the college community with distinction for over a decade, and it is an honor to award Steve Dick with Emeritus status. Our next recipient is Ms. Diane Wendt. Diane served as a faculty member in the nursing division for nearly 30 years, starting in 1986. She was initially the only full-time faculty member for the practical nursing program and single-handedly developed curriculum, taught courses, and participated in committees. As the program grew and changed, Diane also increased her responsibilities by overseeing clinical coordination and placement for all LPN students. Her nominator said this about Diane: Diane was committed to the success of the LPN program at Northwest State. She had multiple opportunities to transfer to the RN program, but she remained dedicated to the LPN program and its students, including hosting end-of-program ceremonies to celebrate the achievements of its graduates. She served the college community with distinction for almost 3 decades, and it is an honor to award Diane Wendt with Emeritus status. Our final faculty recipient is Mr. Gary Kaddish. Gary served as a faculty member in the Engineering Technologies Division from 1985 until 2017, a career spanning over 3 decades. Engineering, and specifically computer programs, have changed at an exponential rate, and Gary had an innate ability to adapt to those changes. Gary was an integral part of the design and layout of the E-Building, which helped the engineering and industrial technologies programs grow and succeed. His nominator said this about Gary: Gary was a strong advocate for our learners and had an uncanny knack for connecting and engaging with learners. He was always willing to come in early and stay late to help anyone who needed it, staff and learners. He has served the college community with distinction for over 3 decades, and it is an honor to award Gary Kaddish with Emeritus status. The following 2 administrators have been approved by the Board of Trustees to be awarded Emeritus status. Cindy Kruger served in many roles during her more than 30 years of service to Northwest State. She joined Northwest State as a nursing faculty member in 1989 and was a founding member of the current nursing programs. She served as Dean of Allied Health and Public Service, Vice President of Academic Affairs and Student Success, Vice President for Academics, and Vice President for Institutional Effectiveness and Student Success. Cindy also served in many roles at the national, state, and local levels, including peer reviewer for her peer corps for the Higher Learning Commission, co-chair for the Credit by Exam Committee, and board member and president for the Ohio Board of Nursing. One nominator said this about Cindy: Cindy is a humble, diligent servant who is a mentor for many seeking knowledge of not only Northwest State, but also about higher education. Another nominator said this: Cindy had a great depth of knowledge and understanding and provided leadership for the Ohio Board of Nursing reviews and approvals, as well as accreditation visits by ASIN. She has provided leadership and guidance throughout the governance system at Northwest and with the accreditation process for the Higher Learning Commission. She has served the college community with distinction for over 3 decades, and it is an honor to award Dr. Cindy Kruger Emeritus status. Tom Wiley joined the Northwest State team in 2000 as Dean of Engineering Technologies, Business, and Industry Training. In 2006, Tom was promoted to the Vice President for Innovation. He retired in 2013 and was rehired as the Associate Vice President for Special Projects. Tom pioneered and introduced the hybrid models currently used in the industrial classes. His nominator said this about Tom: Tom has been a tireless advocate for the programs in STEM and has taken a great deal of time and interest in our industrial technology programs. The industrial technology instructors, who have all been teaching 1 year or less, have commented that they could not have done their classes without Tom's mentoring and assistance. He has served the college community with distinction for 20 years, and it is an honor to award Tom Wiley with Emeritus status. 3 former Board of Trustee members have also been awarded Emeritus status. Darrell Handy served as a trustee on the Northwest State Community College Board of Trustees from 1997 to 2005. In addition, he served several terms on the Defiance City Council and is currently an adjunct instructor at Northwest. His nominator said this about Darrell: Mr. Handy is a person who believes in serving his community. If there is a need, he is that person to ask for assistance. He served the Northwest State Board and Community College with great respect during his tenure on the Board of Trustees. He served the Northwest Board of Trustees and the college with integrity, and it is an honor to award Darrell Handy with Emeritus status. Michael Faber served as a trustee on the Northwest State Community College Board of Trustees from 1985 to 2011, nearly 3 decades. Michael's career in human resources was a valuable resource to the Board of Trustees during his tenure. His nominator said this about Michael: Mr. Faber served the board well with his wealth of knowledge and commitment to the success of Northwest State. He truly believed in the mission of serving our learners and saw fit to contribute a generous donation to the NSCC Foundation prior to his retirement from the Board of Trustees. He served the Northwest Board of Trustees and the college with integrity, and it is an honor to award Michael Faber with Emeritus status. Darrell Jones served as a trustee on the Northwest State Community College Board of Trustees from 1988 to 1997. Darrell's commitment to public service through his service in various national, state, and local organizations, including the American Association of School Administrators, the Buckeye Association of School Administrators, and the Defiance County Farm Bureau. He also served in various local positions, including the Defiance County Cancer Society, the Maumee Valley Guidance Center, and Defiance County as commissioner. Darrell was a teacher and superintendent during his professional career, showing his commitment and belief in education and the impact that it makes to better the lives of individuals and communities. He served the Northwest Board of Trustees and the college with integrity, and it is an honor to award Darrell Jones with Emeritus status. Congratulations to each of these individuals. Northwest State would like to express our gratitude for your dedication and service. Again, congratulations to our graduates, and we thank each of you for helping us celebrate this evening.
As chair of the Board of Trustees of Northwest State Community College, I now declare this 50th annual commencement at an end.